creatures that attack Jack's homeworld, that, and it's never mentioned what they are. And I was thinking, when you do that, do you write things like that with and act it with things in mind? Or do you just put it in there and come back to it later? I mean, is there always a thread going through?
Sometimes, and I just sort of keep it boiling really. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I remember that bit with the creatures that were so horrible they couldn't be named, because in the original script they had a name, and it sounded like rubbish. To be honest, in this great big speech going on, I'll never remember the terrible day that Sagui came into my ears. I'm really going, that's just not really very scary. And even with people who don't know, I can't remember, I deleted what it was in my head. So we did that just to make it sound more epic. We say those creatures we can never be named. It's like Voldemort, isn't it? Harry Potter, he could only name himself better than Voldemort, honestly. So that's there's no secret plan to bring back those monsters.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
How do you come up with some of the planets' names and also the creatures? Yeah, what?
But I just simply come up.
There's no kind of thing that maybe you put some things together to make a word, or?
No, not really. It depends on the story. Like being funny. So you say, why do you think of a funny name? That's the story about the door, isn't it? If it's a more serious example, the codes were coming up, or you can say it's very serious, very, very dark, very brilliant thriller. I'm really, really excited with. And let's say that the enemy in that is called the 456. That's just because it's going to be a really. If you think that you said the Kishakuli, you'd be laughing because they've got a really they're just designated. These numbers 4, 5, 6. So it really works.
It does. When you say it, you actually get a creepy feeling.
The dialogue becomes really great. 4, 5, 6, and said this. 4, 5, 6, and said that. It's just got that sort of ring to it. So it's whatever the story is like. You just swing it with how funny or broad or serious the story is. It's good fun. It's a good process.
Well, that's the question I was going to ask you. In the book, you mentioned that sometimes you feel like Torchwood got sidelined, right, because you were so the two things were so good. Well, I wanted to ask, were you ever aware of that, John? And is that changing now?
Yes and no, because we knew that how big Who was, and we knew that we were a show that needed to. They were trying something different, and that was like when we started the show itself. There was always this aspect of we wanted to. What's the word I'm looking for here? Not emulate, but to be part of that tradition and part of that iconic program. And we knew they were busy, and Russell was writing it. He was writing his butt off at that point, and we had other writers who came in to do some things before to it. Yeah, who were fantastic. But you know what? Like I said before, with things, you just get up and you get on with them. And they were still involved. They watched the rushes. Absolutely, they still were involved. Although you knew that, and of course it is. That's the baby. The first one is the baby, and we're the next. We're the next one. So. The second child is always a little bit less. but they are. I know. The thing that's brilliant about Russell and Julie and everybody, on that end of the team, they would stay in contact and let us know that they were seeing us, even though they couldn't come down to set all the time. They were always in contact with us. So even now, you get texts. Saw the rushes, blah, 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 looks great, haven't seen in a while, all my love. And that's enough. That's all we need. Not really, but you know what I mean? No, you know what I mean?
I feel bad because I'm vintage to it. I remember Love Stories more than it's mine. And I simply didn't have the hours to actually write them. I spent all the hours editing them.
But you did write episodes?
Yes. But now, I'm back in properly.
Well, I was going to say, is it changing now? Have you got more energy to put into it now? Have you got more time?
Well, I thought I'd start off. It's just back to exhausted, isn't it? It's all my great vanished. But he wanted to reinvent it. It's got us big one. It's really exciting news. Hey! And that, well, I don't feel like we almost pick the arts a bit because, you can invent another 13 monsters in about 13 weeks, but let's do something different. Something we've all never done before. So now it's a 5-part. One long story over 5 hours, but should be shown, Shitter's willing, and it will happen over 5 months. It's torture.
It'll be an epic, like an epic drama.
That's never been something done.
Well, it's been done with that criminal justice recently. It's a growing format that I love watching that.
And what's really great, and I'm not giving anything away here, but what's really great after each night at the end of the episode, you're like that.
We're finding it. They might have 4.
Oh!
You'll be dying.
Unbelievable. I mean,
Look, do you know what? And I'm not into those things. We're more than halfway through now. It so works. I'm so excited about it. It works. It's really exciting.
and what's wonderful is when we do the read-throughs, and we'll be sitting at the read-throughs, and you watch the other actors do their bit. And, because you're going to be working with them at some point in the show, and you get to sit and really listen to the scenes that you're not going to see until it's finished, the product. But also, there are bits we emotionally couldn't get through. It was just, yes,
Oh, no, sorry. Oh, no. Okay, so you do more questions?
sorry. There was, that was it.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
She gets a round of applause.
John, who can you say is your favourite doctor?
Oh, a little quiet.
The doctor, the guru of the whole thing. No, my favorite doctor. If I were to go back to the old doctors first, I would have to say I have two favorites from there, and that would be John Pertwee and it would be Tom Baker. Then if I were to come to the new series, I have to be totally honest, and I have to say that it's David. David, not only is he a great guy,